Hey guys. Sorry, got started over here. Gonna get started over here now. There we go. There we go. Just let me check one more thing. Cool. Here we go. We do have a divination cat in the lab tonight, and it is Issa Moose. Wriggles is over there on the couch. Doggos are upstairs with Daddy. All right, so I'm trying something new here. So if you are new to the TT side, not the YT side, the TT side, if you do a first timer daily heart me, I will give you one free yes no until we reach 5K. Doing a little experiment here. You want the little froggo? The little crocheted froggo? I knew what you meant. So it's only for new people that are doing their very first heart me until we reach the 5K mark, and they get one free yes no. I'm doing a little experiment here. And also trying to make sure that I'm good over here too. So if you guys are doing the daily heart me, and it's the first time that you are doing the daily heart me, you need to put the emoji of the little sparkles. And yes, we will start with the lists when we reach 5K. Sorry about the wee-woos. I live very close to both the fire and the Popo department on a busy street, so unfortunately we get a lot of those. Thank you, Birdie. Yep, just started. We're going to be going for 90 minutes, so no worries there. Let's see if we get any takers. And I've got everything else set up here, so welcome in, Miss D-Word. Thank you. Oh, Claire, I'm sorry. I changed it up. This is the first time I've changed it up in a long time. Oh. There we go. Thank you. Chris would like to know, is Raina... I'm assuming you're asking, will they text you? So Chris would like to know, will Raina text Chris back? Is there future communication between the two of them? I do get yes on that. Jocelyn, are Jocelyn and Jaden going to get together? I'm assuming you mean in a romantic way. Yes, there is something that happens between the two of you. I'm trying something new. It's experimental. So please give me a little bit of grace. Hello from Germany. Where am I from? I think you can tell from my accent where I'm from. Manish, hello. And Solomon, welcome. So I'm on two places. Just to let you guys know so you don't get confused. Again, all experimental. Just trying to keep things new and moving. Aw, Sherry, thank you. Demi would like to know, is Zach cheating on Demi? Specifically emotionally, specifically physically. I get no's for both ways. Claire would like to know, will Claire see Wayne soon, physically, in person? Yes, within the next 30 days. Lee, thank you, title gifter. Thank you so much. That's a big one. That is a big one. I really appreciate it. T. Rose Moon, thank you. And how old am I? I'm old. I'm really old. Yo can yell chicken sandwich? Maybe that means something different in a different language. I don't know if I just did something inappropriate, but there you go. Jocelyn here. Well, Jocelyn, thank you, Nikki. Will Jocelyn physically see Jason in person soon? I do get yes. This one is within the next 60 days to be specific. Nikki, thank you. How do the new kids do it? They use their index finger to Try to figure it out. Or no. I think they... I'm probably doing it wrong. For Demi, is Zach cheating on Demi? I get no for your first question, both emotionally and physically. Second question, Demi is... Oh, dear. Who is doing that? Silas? I'm sorry. Hey, Kevin? I think the cat got into the cupboard. I think the cat got into the cupboard. I hear rummaging. Could you please check it out? Thank you.
Please stop saying.
I know. Sorry. Sorry for that. Very unexpected. Second question for Demi, is Zach really in love with Demi? And could the mod who pinned that please pin that back up? I'm so sorry. From Zach. I do get yes for your second question, Demi.
It's a whole different color. It's all the way up with the one that doesn't close with the crock pot in it.
Really? We're going to have to figure that out, but...
Yeah. I got a real simple answer.
Third was, Demi, does Zach only want to be with Demi long term? So when I'm picking up on people's answers to questions, it's the current energy, and yes, that is yes for now. Big yes, by the way. And yay! Thank you guys. We reached the 5K. So lists are open. Just to let you know, unfortunately, the California bakery is going to be shuttering its doors permanently. Not today, but on August 15th. Just to let you know. Mr. V's and Mrs. P's bakery will remain open. All of them are currently open for lists. Nikki, thank you. And Ruth would like to know, is Andrew going to ask to see Ruth this week? Well, it's Sunday, so this is the last day. Let me ask it about the forward week. Show me odds. Odds for that happening before the end of this upcoming week. That is very positive. Okay, so starting with lists. First off, we have over at Mrs. P's Bakery, we have Vivian. So I did make a new board here. It does have the menu, and it also has the equivalent of the TikTok GIF equivalent of that. So trying to meet everybody in the middle. If you're not wanting to do one versus the other, there's something for everybody. So for Vivian, and please keep Nikki pinned. Question number 1, does Ralph still have plans and intentions on proposing to Vivian? Show me odds. Very high on that. What about them living together? I would assume if there's a proposal, but let's see. What about them living together? They do have plans and intentions. Will they take action on these? Show me odds on taking action. Very high. And what about Ralph's energy towards Vivian for today? In a percentage, please. We bounced pretty high in the beginning of the day, but we end up at 8 out of 10, which is still really good. And for Nikki, is Matt going to end the relationship today? Does Matt intend to end the relationship today that they have with Nikki? Is Matt considering ending the relationship with Nikki? They are considering it, but they don't have concrete plans on ending today. Ending today is a 2.5 out of 10. However, I do get that this relationship will come to an end eventually. And that's just because it served its purpose. It did what it was supposed to do. I get it. It's not fun. Heartbreak is no fun to go through. But I can tell you that there will be somebody else that will come along. Will Zach stay faithful? And I gotta put a timeline on that. So let me do the last question first, and then I've got to put some kind of like timeline guardrails on that, because it will never be forever, ever, like us leaving this rock, you know what I mean? Lifetime. Okay, so will the relationship between Demi and Zach, will that become more soft? More sweet? More playful? So going in that order, it's kind of like soft has the most swing. It goes in that order. Soft, sweet, playful. There is an increase in each of those. So yes, you can anticipate that. And so I'm going to start asking with quarters for the faithful. Will Zach stay faithful to Demi for 30 days? 60 days? 90 days? 90 days? 1 year? 2 years? 3 years. 3 years is going out to no, but in this case, 3 years is a long time to try to predict out. So I would say that you are good to go for the moment for quite a while. But for 3 years, that could be just because a lot can happen in 3 years. Or it could be, I'm just going to stick with that. It could, I don't think that, like, I don't trust the rods at like the 3-year mark out. I would move more towards astrology for something that is like that long term, because you can see where those things are going to go. And for Willow, and this will be the last one that I do for the new daily Heart Me, then I'm going to go to the list. Willow, does Joe have romantic feelings for Willow? Okay, so I'm getting yes, and it's not just physical, it's also emotional, and they are scoring really high on the compatibility. So if you're interested too, maybe consider giving them a chance. Qigong, thank you. Over here for Planet. Should Planet go to work tomorrow? Yes, you should. All right. Let me check in with the lists here. Lists are open on all bakeries. And I'm going to start over at Mrs. P's and then move over to Mr. V. Ooh, and just to put it out there, I am looking for additional moderators if you are experienced. So send me a DM. I'll see if we are a good fit for one another. Okay, so I'm starting over at Mrs. P's Bakery. This is for Glenn. Ooh, it was a good day. It's not quite touching my shoulder, but it is very close. That was non-spicy. What about spicy? Not as strong of a swing, but still getting to the same level. For Cody, thank you for the heart me. For Cody, should Veronica meet her estranged father? Would it be in Veronica's highest and best good to actually meet her estranged father? In this case, yes. Rods are giving me yes on that. And for please keep Donna pinned there. For Kennedy. Question number 1 for Kennedy. Kennedy, I'm getting that it is the first suggestion that you gave, not the second one. Question 2. I asked 3 times. I don't get that that is where the setting that you were talking about. I do not get yes on that. I got no 3 times. However, I do get that you do not know them yet. But I'm wondering if you're using some very specific lingo, and I don't want to repeat it because I know you want it private, but that very specific lingo could sway things a little bit. There's a difference between somebody that you're going to have the next relationship with and then somebody that you're going to have what you were kind of, that might be opening it up to what I believe could be multiple times, like lifetimes. Let me do one more. Please keep Donna pinned. Okay, so I do get a yes for this lifetime. I'm not sure if you're open to that concept, but for me, I'm always asking that. So I do get that yes, but just not in the way that you were specifically asking for it being that. And for Donna here. Donna would like to know, is Brian having a good weekend with his now wife? Can you show me in a percentage how much they are enjoying the time with that specific person? We get 3 out of 10. Yikes. And moving over to Mr. V's Bakery. Okay, here's how the list is going over there, just so you guys know your places. We have Cassandra, and then Jen, and then Michelle, and then another from Cassandra. And for Mercedes here, new condo buyers. Oh no, their nightmare. Will closing now be pushed to Thursday versus Wednesday? So the new condo buyers for Mercedes condo. Will the closing happen on Wednesday? Will the closing happen on Thursday? What? I do get, however, it will happen this upcoming week. It's looking more like Friday. Wednesday? Wednesday ends up there. What about odds on closing on Thursday? Odds on closing on Friday. I get Friday. Okay, so going over to the list here. There's a lot to read, so I'm going to take this opportunity to grab a little bit of tea. TikTok is just tea. Hey, Logan. It's over on the YT. Ooh, I'm sorry. Birdie, if you go over and make a comment on YT, that's how I can get you to be a mod there. Okay, so for Cassandra. Energy checks, non-spicy. Joey towards Cassandra, please, for today's energy. Good. Touching my shoulder. What about spicy? Faster, and also to the shoulder. Does Joey think that Cassandra is upset that he is playing with Sheba and Dani? I get a no. Does Joey... This is a question that's kind of like, if they don't know, then the outcome is going to be different. So if Joey were to know 100% that Cassandra would be upset about this, would Joey care? Okay, so they can't work on what they don't know. So if it is an issue, you might need to make it a little more, what I've said in the past, like 2x4 to the, like very direct communication for them to know. Because if they don't know, then they don't expect you to talk about it, because I don't think that they've really gotten it through to themselves. It does sound like it's an issue for you, but if they don't hear it 100% plain, clearly put out, does Joey expect Cassandra to adapt to it? No, because I don't think they understand how you really feel about it. Like, if you're just tiptoeing around the topic, they need clear, blunt, hard, like big ask. And for Fiona, will Annie move out of the farmhouse soon? Fiona would like to know, will Annie move out of the farmhouse soon? Yes, and before the fall season. September 21st to be specific, before that date. Going back to, let me do Adam here, because Adam, thank you, Adam, for supporting the channel, me, thank you. Has Mandy been missing Adam emotionally, also physically? Can you show me in a percentage? We're sitting at about 7.5 out of 10. However, I think just it's not enough to make them want to restart the relationship right now. At least that's today's energy. So they do miss, but it's not enough to make them want to get back into a relationship. Again, today's energy, it can change. Going back to Mr. V's bakery. Oh, Birdie, I see you. Birdie, I made you a mod. So for following up with Cassandra, are the people in the gamer group going to start to say stuff about Cassandra? I get no, but will Cassandra be a new focus of gossip? I get no. Did Joey tell the gamer group that Joey and Cassandra were hanging out today? I do get yes on that. Will Joey let Sheba talk crap about Cassandra? No. Or will Joey stay quiet if they were to? I get no. And I also get that Sheba is not going to talk any crap. Will Joey say anything unkind or bad about Cassandra? I get no. Does Joey pretend that Cassandra and Joey are not really as close of friends as they truly are? I also get no. And for Jen here, just because, thank you guys for your patience. For Jen, 7? Jeez. Okay. Okay, for Jen. Wow, 7. That's is Mandy's main issue is her bad actions towards Adam, of why she hasn't contacted. Can you show me in a percentage? That's it. I'm picking up on kind of like embarrassment or not wanting anyone to know. For Adam, I'm picking up on embarrassment of some sort or not wanting anyone else to know is what I'm getting. So back to Jen. So your first question. I don't want to get the fact that two people have the same initial. I can work around it. Okay. Over. And then specifically okay, so first initial D, I'm getting yes. Initial M, I'm getting yes. Second initial D, it seems like they are conflicted, undecided, very, very close. For your question of initial C, I do get yes. So I also do get a yes for initial J. They have decided. It is looking like that as a yes. Contact, yes. I am getting this upcoming Thursday. And for Claire, and then Michelle will be next. Claire. Will Claire's daughter live with Claire in the future, in this current time, in their current lifetime? I do get yeses all the way around. At some point in your current lifetime, yes, they live with you. Michelle would like to know, was Donnie physically attracted to Michelle when he saw Michelle yesterday specifically? Yep, it's a big yes. Will Michelle and Donnie open the communications back up again? Is there future communication coming between Michelle and Donnie? Show me odds, please. Very high odds on that, so that's a yes. Does Donnie consider themselves currently romantically involved with anyone? Would Donnie like to be romantically involved with Michelle again? I do get yes on that. So from Donnie, I was asking from Donnie's perspective, they don't believe that they have any kind of connection with anyone else currently, but they are interested in you. Welcome in, Intentional. Adam, will Mandy communicate to Adam this week? Is there any communication between Adam and Mandy this upcoming week, before the end of this upcoming week? I get a no. Is there any future communication between Adam and Mandy in their current lifetimes? Okay, so maybe not this week, but definitely yes, there is still some communication that's going to happen between you guys. For Val, in Ronald's heart and mind, is Mountain Cat still officially his girlfriend? Person that goes by Ooh. Okay. This is a very complicated puzzle. I'm getting that, well, yes, they kind of consider you the main situation. This feels like, it feels situational. It feels like there are other people involved as well. I would ask for you to, I have a lot of faith in the rods, but I know that the rods are not 100% right 100% of the time. And in something that's like of a heavy nature, I would also suggest that you like try to corroborate something else with this, just to make sure that you don't go flying off the handle. But I'm really getting that, like, that this is a situationship. So just for due diligence, try to find something else that corroborates what I'm telling you. Is there any communication between Mandy and Adam at any point during the month of August? That's a yes. Show me odds, please. That's a big yes. Cassandra. And please keep Kristen pinned here. Did Joey not play a second round because he was done with the game? Or because they made it awkward for him in the gamer group? So did Joey not play a second round because he was done with the game? Or because they made it awkward for him to be in the gamer group? I'm getting more the first than the second. So energy checks for, I'm going friendship. Friendship only, non-spicy friendship. Or wait a minute, let me do the last question first, Cassandra. Does Joey consider him a friend? Does Joey consider Sheba a friend or an acquaintance? Does Joey consider Sheba a friend, acquaintance? So no for friend, yes for acquaintance. What about Donnie? A friend? Donnie, yes for friend. What about Donnie for acquaintance? So I'm guessing that they're a little closer with Donnie than Sheba. And now for your energy checks. So from a friendship perspective, what is the friendship level for today's energy, Joey towards Sheba? We sit at about a 6 out of 10. What about a friendship level, Donnie? Ooh, they really consider Donnie a friend. Kristen, does Mario have any idea that they are twin flames? I think they have an inkling. Claire, thank you for the beautiful roses. I think they have a big inkling. Elizabeth would like to know, will Elizabeth ever see Giovanni physically, in person? Show me odds, please. The odds are not 0, but the odds are kind of low. The odds are about a 3.5 out of 10 on it actually happening. Bear with me for a moment. Oh boy, okay, the list just grew over at Mr. V's, and ooh. And there is a few people that I need to check on. Abby and Jennifer, are you still in here from the California bakery? Abby and Jennifer. And for Danielle, will Matt and Danielle be together after Matt and after Matt and Danielle being together this morning? Was this the start of getting back together? So Danielle would like to know, has the start of Matt and Danielle getting back together, has that begun? Show me odds. Odds are very high for that. Jennifer, okay. Thank you for your patience. Thank you. Sunday's usually busy. Sunday fun days. Jennifer would like to know, will Daniel ask Jennifer to be his girlfriend? Does this occur during the year 2026? It is a yes and a yes. Is it before the end of third quarter that Daniel asked Jennifer to be his girlfriend? No. Is it in October? Yes for October, first half of October. Second half of October. They cross for second half. Does Daniel ask Jennifer on a weekday? Second half of October on a weekday. Oop. All right, so does Daniel ask Jennifer to be his girlfriend? Is it between October 12th and 16th? Is it between October 19th and 23rd? Best energetic date currently, October 19th, 20th, 21st. October 21st. October 21st, Wednesday. That's a Wednesday. Abby says they are here. Abby would like to know, does Josh ever experience emotions of missing Abby? Can you show me in a percentage? So we are sitting at about a 7.5 out of 10 on percentage of missing. I do get yes. Can you show me the percentage? I do get yes that Josh would be interested in potential reconciliation. Is that the best thing to do? You got to think about why you guys separated in the first place and what is honestly best for you. Okay, so back over just to update you guys on the lists here. So over at Mr. V's Bakery, I have Amanda, Elizabeth, and then Amanda. And let me check this one too. Checking. And then over at Mrs. P's Bakery, I have Amanda and then Isabel. Isabel is looking for a full read, but I don't see any, there's no questions in there. So when I get to Isabel, you'll have to put your questions in the chat if that's okay, because there was nothing put on the bakery request. But I'll let you know when I get to you. Claire would like to know, are you, I'm going to keep this one private. Hold on. Sorry, I have a little puzzle to figure out here. Boop, done. Oh, sorry. It took the pin away. fine. Thank you. Liz, thank you. Thank you for the cute cutie corgi. He won't hurt Wayne, would he? Can I get a first initial for he? And are we, I really don't want to ask this question because, like, the whole TT thing. If you could put in E for emotional and P for the other thing that I think we all know. That would really help. Okay. Emotionally, yes. The other, no. But I would say if emotionally, yes, I would jettison out of there. Both can hurt just as badly. So I do get yes for the E and no for the P, but jettison. Meta was the song Brian posted on his way home the other day, dedicated to MB, dedicated towards Meta. I get Meta. You. No, I totally get it. Claire, you're fine. It is a little, TikTok has some very explicit rules, but if I can assist anyone in leaving that kind of situation, I am happy to be out there and doing that. Okay, I do have to get back to the list a little bit, so I'm going to kind of be bouncing back and forth, okay? Sundays are busy, and I do thank you guys for your patience. So for Amanda, question number 1. And I do get yeses for both of the questions in number 1. Question number 2. Show me the percentage. Nope. That's a big no for question number 2. Question number 3. Show me how much they changed. It would appear that that specific venue changed the situation by about 6.5 out of 10%. And question 4. They do. They do, and it's actually a lot. Tomasa will initial B come stay and hang out with Tomasa. So will Tomasa physically see Initial B this evening, before the end of this evening? I do get a yes, big yes on that, Tomasa. Very good odds on that. And it looks like someone wants a timely. And to continue on for Amanda, question number 1, it's looking like I'm just going to go ahead and continue to keep it private. And please keep Joanne pinned. Question number 1, both questions I get no. Question number 2, I get no as well. There is future communication between you guys. So I'm getting that it's not done yet. And Joanne, I think I remember the question. Did Joe miss Joanne today? Miss seeing Joanne today? I always want to see you. So I do get yes. For Lizzie, just want to see, Lizzie, are you still in here? And just let you guys know, I do offer one-on-ones. If you would like a one-on-one, you have to direct message me first. I will never direct message you first. Those are the people that are, they basically steal my videos and use my likeness and pretend that they are me. I will never direct message you first. So if you would like a one-on-one, I offer 20, 30, 40-minute reads. If you would like to deep dive into anything, instead of having to wait here, it's just you and me. So Lizzie is in here. Please keep Lydia pinned. Lizzie, energy checks. Non-spicy, Troy towards Lizzie. Today we sit at 8.5 out of 10 non-spicy. What about spicy? Hee no interruptions there. So spicy is all good. And is the retrograde causing Troy to be confused about some things? We're all susceptible to it, yes. Show me a percentage about how much it's affecting. Okay, good, not much. Looks like it's affecting about like a 3 out of 10. And will this confusion about some things, will it calm down after the 23rd? I do get a big yes on that. Remember that, like, it doesn't just immediately stop on the end. It's kind of like a gradual fade. So just expect it to improve. Usually, well, it depends a lot on astrology for each person, but I guess maybe a generalism would be like 3 days for it to like really be noticeably gone. But again, that's gonna be, you would have to get with somebody that really knows the astrology of what's going on with the planets and the person to be able to explain like when it will truly not being affecting you anymore. Lydia, will Lydia get to be together with Aaron in this lifetime? You're welcome, Lizzie. I'm assuming you mean in a romantic manner. Show me odds. Ooh. And that is a hard no. I'm getting no odds on that one. That's a hard no. And picking back up over at Mr. V's Bakery, Amanda. Was Jonathan physically attracted to Amanda when they went to the concert? Or did Jonathan consider this just friends? No. However, I do pick up on it's looking like Jonathan is hiding their feelings a lot. I'm kind of getting the vibe that Jonathan doesn't feel like they are ready for a relationship. They are fighting this emotion of, oh, I've got these big feels, but they don't feel like they're ready to be in a relationship. But they have these big feels. And switching people for Amanda, did Michael regret it because there was no chemistry? Show me odds on it being no chemistry. It's like the odds on it, the regret being because there was no chemistry is 1 out of 10. Something else is going on there. And there are a couple people over here. Hi, I am actually, I'm doing two places at once. So if you guys over here, you guys, feel free to ask a question. Let's get back into this. And it's been a second since I've checked on things over here. Okay, so I've been on for about 1 hour and 13 minutes. It's nice. Mods, let me check out what the lists are looking like. Ooh, we are... Okay, So I'm over at Mrs. P's Bakery. I've got Amanda and then Isabel. So Isabel, if you can be gathering your thoughts about what questions you want to ask. Once I'm done with Amanda here, I will be asking for your questions. So just to let you know. And we'll keep the list open for another, keep it open for 7 minutes. So all lists will be open for another 7 minutes. If anybody has a really pressing question that they would like to get an answer for before the live ends. So for Amanda, we're doing both energies, initial D, non-spicy first. We are sitting at 8 out of 10 for today. Non-spicy, what about spicy? Spicy went to the shoulder. It did kind of brush up against the other rod there. That's why it stopped for a moment, but it was like, no, wait, there's more. And pushed through it. And what about percentage? What's the percentage of being in a committed relationship with one another during their both current lifetimes? Quite high. Whereas this one's about 8.5 out of 10. What about too soon? Too soon for the M word, the marriage word. That push, yes, it did. It put like it was like, but it was like, no wait. So a little too soon to ask about marriage, but I always say like we need to crawl before we walk and run. So let's get to a committed relationship, and then we'll try to investigate potential of marriage. And what about switching people? Non-spicy, initial T. Ooh, nice. What about spicy? Also very nice. What about a scale percentage of a, let's call it long-term relationship? They settled upon 8.5 out of 10 as well here. A little slower, a little more hesitant. I don't know. With it kind of feels like a tie. Initial D was swinging real strong. Initial T, however, would go pretty far. I might call that one a tie today. And a 4. For Isabel, do we have any questions from Isabel? Ooh, I see one. Isabel would like to know when will, okay, so I always ask if and then when. So for timeline questions, will Grayson read Isabel's last 2 messages? Both of them? Yes. When will Grayson read the last two messages? Will it be today? No. Will it be within 7 days? Yes. Will it be on a weekday? Yes. Will it be on Monday? Tuesday? Both messages will be read on Tuesday of this upcoming week. Yes. When will he reply? When will Grayson reply? Will they reply on Tuesday? No. Will they reply within 7 days of reading it? Yes. So will they reply on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Crossing on Friday. Odds on response on Friday. Very high on response on Friday. And then, does he care? From Grayson's perspective, does Grayson truly care about how Isabel feels right now? Show me in a percentage. Technically a yes, but it is low. It is sitting at about a 3, well, I'd call that 4 out of 10. So technically yes, but not very much. But keep in mind, if, I don't know what your situation is right now, but if something like highly emotional is going on, and remember Mercury in retrograde messes up communication, misunderstandings, this is today's energy. So if you guys are in a tiff, kind of an argument, that will definitely come through with how much energy is coming through and how much care and concern. If you're really miffed at somebody, like your level of care and concern is a little bit lower, of just because you have all this angsty energy with it. For Shannon, energy checks, non-spicy, initial D towards Shannon. Did you guys see each other this weekend? It's slow, but it went far. What about spicy? Oh, spicy's always a little bit faster. And for Agnes, will Agnes marry into a better family at any point during Agnes's current lifetime? Agnes, odds on that are very, very high. For Initial V would like to know, will Initial V see Izzy this upcoming week at any point in time? Would it be tomorrow or would it be Tuesday? Odds on it being Tuesday. Very high for Tuesday. So last week Izzy hasn't texted as much. Does Izzy consider themselves pulling away from V? Odds on Izzy considering themselves pulling away from V. That's half, 0.5. You can see the end of my rods here, 0.5. They just barely cross. They're like, I don't really want to do it. Yes, if Brett will come back when. So for Ollie would like to know, is Brent going to try to come back? Will they make an attempt to come back? Show me odds. It does look like they will make an attempt to come back. What is the likelihood of them taking action on this and not just... Okay, odds are very high. When would they try to come back? Before the end of third quarter? Before the end of the year? October? November? First half of November? On a weekday? On a weekend day? I feel them pulling because they're going so far. Weekend day in November. So for Brent attempting to come back to Ollie, best energetic day. November 15th. Man, they are swinging. Sunday, November 15th is what I am getting. All right, so from my end, I believe that I have responded to everybody that was on the list for Mrs. P's Bakery. Ollie, are you saying that? Oh, that's your birthday? Kind of tracks. Brian, will April and Brian reconcile by the end of this? Let's just do this. Will April and Brian reconcile? Do they reconcile before the end at any point during this current year, 2026? Yes. I do get yes on that. And for the person that said, that's my birthday, please let me know if that happens on that day. Please direct message me. I do these little like testimonial things, but I like scrub all your info so that no one knows who it is. It's just people that are saying like, look, the rods predicted something right for me. I had a super awesome one the other day where somebody was like, something that you said 2 years ago, like I didn't believe it all. And then boom, it happened 2 years later. So I was like, yes. So just to put out there, I believe the list has been completed for Mrs. P's Bakery. I do, however, have some peeps to get to over here at Mr. V. Cass, you're on Mr. V. And then there is one here. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Smooth. You want to come in? There's a couple here that I need to do over at the California Bakery. Kesha. So Kesha would like to know, does Zach want to reconcile? Yes. Very much so. Would they take action if it was given to them as an opportunity? So if they were given the opportunity, they would definitely take advantage. They would take you up on it, not take advantage, but take you up on it. And looks like Pete, but there is no question. So is there a Pete that is in the, oh, Pete, they sent to the California Bakery for a yes, no. So let me see. Will Nick reach out to reconcile? So Pete would like to know, will Nick reach out to reconcile the marriage? Do they reach out this year before the end of this current year? Show me odds that they take action on trying to make a reconciliation. Please confirm. I do get yes. Now, is what originally broke things down, can that be fixed? If not, you'll just find yourself recycling the same situation. Yes, has been fixed. Looking good. Looking very good. So it's your decision. Are you wanting that same thing back with them? Alrighty, so okay, so yes, to go to counseling. I get it. Well, that's a wonderful step. That's a great step in the right direction that they're willing to do that. Just make sure that you are keeping the boundaries that you need to keep, as long as they're keeping their end of the bargain up. So I just mean to ask you to protect yourself during the period, but as long as they're doing what they need to do. Okay, so here is my remaining list. You're welcome, Pete. I wish you guys luck. Luck and love. So my remaining list for Mr. V's Bakery is Shannon, Zoria, and Cassandra. So for Shannon. He says, yes, ma'am. Question number 1 for Shannon. Wow. I didn't even read the whole sentence yet, and you know what that means. Or Okay. I was curious if you guys saw each other because I was thinking that Rod said that you guys were going to see each other this weekend, but you're saying that he hasn't said a peep, which makes me think no. But I do get a big, big yes on question number 1. And question number 2, I get the first option, not the second option. I asked for odds. So I'm kind of feeling like this is going to be something. It's gonna hit different. It's gonna be not like how it has been, is what I'm picking up on. Very much not what has been like par for the course. And for Zoraya would like to know, is there going to be any communication between Zoraya and Carlos today, tomorrow? Odds on today. 9 out of 10. Odds on tomorrow. Samesies, like actually maybe closer, a little bit closer to 9.5 out of 10. Is Carlos still interested in Soraya romantically? Very much yes. Very much yes. And I always appreciate it, guys, if you can ever give me feedback, whether it happens or doesn't happen. I'm a big girl. I can take it. It's the rods talking, but it helps me. Even if I find out that it didn't happen on the exact date or even a close date. But I always wish for feedback. You're welcome, Zaraya. I love you too. And for Cassandra, does Joey have true, genuine, romantic feelings for Cassandra? Yes. Does Joey see Cassandra currently more as a friend? No. Or a future relationship person? Show me odds for friend. Show me odds for romantic relationship future partner. So, like, yes, there is a friendship aspect there, but there should be. You should be friends and lovers. Does Joey think that Cassandra is different than what Cassandra was like in December? It's a little bit of a vague question. I think I know what you're getting at, just from how much time I've spent with you. Does Joey see how much Cassandra has grown since December? Does Joey believe that Cassandra has grown since December emotionally? So there, I feel good about that answer. Because the first one could kind of be a little vague. And, oh, ruh-roh. Okay, let's find out, Cassandra. Okay, when Tori's husband is away, will Tori try to hang out with Joey? Will this be an almost daily thing? No. She'll try. Is Tori successful? No. But the try is there. Will Tori interfere with the connection that Cassandra has with Joey? Nope. Will Joey hang out with Tori one-on-one? No. Will Joey avoid hanging out with Tori one-on-one? Yes. Will Tori overstep? Hi, Silas. Here's Silas, everybody. Will Tori overstep her boundaries in the next few weeks? Show me odds, please. Hold on. Show me odds, please. Well, I know what Initial J does for a living, and I'm kind of surprised he hasn't done something with that. You know what I mean? Like, leave me alone. They don't encourage, they honestly don't like. That's it. The confrontation thing. Hope it goes away on its own. If it gets really wonky, it's looking like they'll be at their wits' end. And they will take some action about it. But will it be a spicy overstep? The overstepping of boundaries that Tori does, will it be a spicy kind of, show me odds on it? Yeah. Will that be what finally gets Joey to, yeah. They're willing to take a lot. They're willing to take a lot. But there will come a point where they're like, enough. Stop. They won't. They won't use their profession in any way to stop this. I was just wondering, just because, like, you know, that's a really good way to get the point across, if you know what I mean. But I get a no on them using their profession in a way to get things to cease. All right. Okay, good there. Good there. Good there. Mods, Birdie, do you have any questions? I don't know if Raquel was in tonight. Raquel or Birdie, do you have any questions? Yeah. For Birdie. Energy check. Sal towards a Birdie. Non-spicy. Middle of the road. Is this a friend or is this a potential partner? But I'm getting they're very much in the middle. Spicy slightly lower. 3 weeks. It's not a long time, but it is a significant amount of time. Went on a date, haven't heard from him since. Does Sal consider themselves dating anybody else besides Birdie? It looks like to them, they are dating other people. Is Sal having a hard time figuring out how many other people are they dating besides Birdie? 1? Okay, looks like they may have gone on a date with somebody else, and they're kind of trying to decide. It was our 4th date, but we texted daily. Since Birdie and Sal went on a date, has Sal gone on another date with anybody else? Okay, 1 person. And right now, Sal is 50-50 on not knowing who to continue with. That's what I'm getting right now. We did say that we could talk to other people until we were sure. It looks like there's something like that going on, and that they really, it's like, it feels like they genuinely, they like both. And it's hard for them to make a decision about which one they think would be the best choice to move forward with. What about compatibility between Birdie and Sal? It's good compatibility. Let me see if I can pick up on the other person. They're close, if the rods are picking up on it right. And you're a better match, but they're good too, but they're not as good as you. Just compatibility. Will Sal make a decision soon? Will Sal make a decision within the next 7 days? Next 2 weeks? Next 3 weeks? Looking like Sal will Sal be forced to make a decision? Someone's going to force them to make a decision. So, my suggestion is, you guys said that you're allowed to talk to other people. That's cool. Like, beginning wise, you don't want to commit, in 3 weeks. That's a little too fast, too much, too soon. Continue on and see if you like Sal as much as Sal potentially likes you. Just ride it out. Is what my that's not the rod speaking, that's just me saying, go for it, see where it goes. You're welcome. Okay, thank you, mods. Thank you to everybody that participated in any way. I'll be back tomorrow. Remember, super fans tomorrow. So we're going to do a 1 hour public live, little break, and then 30-minute super fan only. So thank you guys to everybody that participated in any way whatsoever. Mods, just hanging out, giving a daily heart me, asking questions. So I hope that everybody has a wonderful evening, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Welcome, Moon.